No,
But
no.
that's not
You
because
want to
their
talk about
Achilles
Aaron?
sucks. We can talk about
Can we
Aaron
talk about
Rodgers.
yo? You want to talk about the Steelers and the Chargers game, which, mind you, thank God the Steelers played like shit while the Ravens sat back and won that damn football
Yeah, of
game
course.
because they fucked around and played themselves all the way into just being ahead one game in the
Yeah,
AFC North.
two-game
So that's a
swing right
big
there,
old
boy.
problem for Pittsburgh. But Aaron Rodgers looked awful,
Mm-hmm.
like terrible. 50% completion percentage. Two picks that I mean, just two picks that like Aaron Rodgers. This whole time, every single season in Green Bay, the time in New York, even every game up until now, no matter what, there was never a part of me that was like, man, yep, he should like he definitely looks 40. He should just hang it up. Like his arm
Yeah.
looked 40 years old. His arm looked I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was about that Sunday night, but that Sunday night his arm looked 40 years old.
Yeah.
Um and I don't really know what to make of that because he could turn around and throw like 4 touchdowns next week cuz that's what's scary is I don't know what the problem really was. Like I know people are talking about they need receivers and obviously it's pretty much too late to make any moves now unless they
Well,
want to
it
what
it is way too
sign
late.
Odell.
Yeah, exactly. They decided, yeah, what to say they wanted to go make a move for a receiver, which means that they weren't going to get one. Um, they kerfuffled with the whole George Pickens thing. I used that word wrong. I don't really care. Um, they
Nah, it
destroyed themselves
worked.
there. I mean, George Pickens and DK would have been very cool on this team. Um, I mean, I was wrong. I picked the Chargers, or not, I picked the Steelers because I felt the Chargers were wavering, but the Steelers have nothing. Like, yes, the Chargers are not, again, I don't think they're where I don't think they are where they are. Jesus Christ.
You're good. Almost there.
They're not where they should be or where they
Okay.
think they should be. And they won't be because they're not very good. But the Steelers are abysmal. And the fact that Aaron Rodgers is part of that reason is sad. And he's old. And maybe he should have listened to Tom Brady. Stop doing
Let's
so
talk
much
about it.
drugs.
Relatively speaking, as a wide receiver one, DK kind of sucks. Yeah,
On this team,
I,
yeah.
I'm just I'm just calling it what it is, bro. Bro, he was sitting there next to JSN last year, and look at what he's doing this year in Seattle. Like
But
you're telling
DK
me you
was good
couldn't make it work
before
next to
that.
him?
DK was good when it was just him and Tyler Lockett.
Man, DK was all right before that.
DK was
DK's best
good.
moment was hawking down fucking Russell Wilson's DB, whoever he threw DB the ball to.
Who the fuck
So
was that?
I don't really like this whole thing about like DK Metcalf's best attributes. Like, okay, yes, this is what I mean by relatively speaking. Every fucking receiver in the NFL has highlight plays. Like, yeah, you could respond to this with just a bunch of clips of DK going crazy, all any crazy catches or touchdowns. But then there's a point where when you talk about DK and you look at the best things about DK, it's the what athletic ability, the this, the that. It's not just like I don't know. I don't want to
When
get all like fucking Monday morning quarterback or like sit here and talk like but like when we're talking like just pure wide receiver, like just like he is a wide receiver, but he's just like when you look at like someone like fucking I don't want to even compare him to anybody else, but it's just I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say.
I
But
do,
he's not that regular pure like just wide receiver type.
I
Archetype?
archetype, sure. We're using a lot of big boy words. Either way, like
Eh,
I do agree with that.
medium.
But I also think it's an issue that he is, yes, wide receiver one. He's all they got.
He's all they got, but
And also
what I'm saying is,
when he's getting decked by Derwin James mid route, should be a flag thrown. Instead,
eh,
not. But no, I mean
who?
he's going to be the focus of. They don't have a run game to throw anybody off. He's going to be the focus of that offense. They're going to shut him down. You shut down him, they got nothing.
But that's my point though. Is you need you need another guy that is
Yeah.
nothing that plays nothing like him.
Yes.
You need another guy to pair with him because he's not like I'm like and I hate to put him on this rankings or put him against other players, but like Devontae doesn't need Puka. Puka don't
No.
need Devontae.
But it helps.
Shit, like fuck. Look at what Nico's doing right now. It's like, okay, does Nico Collins need anybody right now? It don't fucking look like it. Looks like he could be his wide receiver one on his own. There's just some receivers around the league that it's like, if they had to go out there and do it on their own, they can. Fuck, you looked at CeeDee Lamb when he went down and looked at what George Pickens was able to do. I mean,
Yeah.
they were out. They're wide receiver one. And imagine what George Pickens could be able to help out with on that Steelers team.
Yeah. No, agreed. I mean,
he could have.
yeah. I mean, DK's not, I guess, living up to what he should have been when Pickens left. Like, there are still expectations for where their wide receiver one needs to be, but I don't think it's just DK's fault. I mean, it's definitely partly Aaron's fault, but the defense is doing well, which is what sucks about that team. Is like, no, the defense, like, defense played well
Well,
enough to win that game in the first three quarters.
well, okay. Here's the
They
thing.
they were so out of that game that they were not in it any longer.
Both of their defenses were playing pretty well for the first what? Well, I mean, they got that late second quarter touchdown, the Chargers, before half.
Yeah.
Lad had a late. Either way,
With DB,
the
yeah.
Chargers got hot. Justin Herbert was slinging some balls that looked really fucking pretty, and they were catching the Steelers lacking on a lot of plays. But that's what we kind of talked about last episode, is their pass coverage is kind of shit. They're kind of figuring it out. Their defense isn't too bad. Their pass rush is great, but
pass rush is great. Yeah.
Either way, like back to the DK thing, it's like when people talk about DK, it's like, oh man, it's like he's got such a physical advantage, and he's like he's this and that. They don't talk about like, you never hear people talking about like his
route running,
great route running, his great route running ability, or even like his ability. Like when you talk about like, and we're talking about stars, we're talking about like when you talk about Calvin Johnson going up to get it, when you talk about D-Hop going up to get it, it's like, no, that's a thing. Like they're going up to get it. When do we talk about DK going up to get it? Like he's kind of if he's got this such physical stature, and he's got this, he's got this thing over all these fucking DBs. When is DK going up to get it? Because I don't really know when he's going up to get it. You see him go up to get it?
I agree. I mean, he's not a massive receiver. He doesn't have a crazy, like, he doesn't make those crazy big jumping plays and whatever. But
he's not a massive receiver. His fucking stock rose from a picture in the gym. He's not a massive receiver.
Height-wise.
Well, I don't give a fuck. Physically speaking, he's a big receiver.
No, physically speaking, yes, he's big. But he has his place in an offense, and he has had his place in an offense before, and he's had good years before. This is just a match made in hell. I think he can go to a different team and play well. I do think he needs to be around other good receivers, though. He has nothing else around him. Like I guess as bad as DK looks right now, and for as bad as the Steelers look right now, I don't think DK is the one guy on this offense who can go somewhere else. Jalen Warren and Aaron Rodgers are still going to look like shit other places. No.
You're tripping, because go back to that picture. Go back to that picture. Who was standing next to DK's big ass flexing?
AJ Brown.
AJ Brown, who's a way better receiver, who was doing way more in Tennessee with nobody, and is going up and doing way more and still complaining about it in Philly. So you're going to sit here and tell me Aaron Rodgers with that offense ain't doing nothing in Philly? Don't sit here and lie to me. The Steelers' offense just sucks. Don't sit here and tell me Aaron Rodgers is still a
No one
problem.
can
That
do
offense sucks
anything
dick.
with that offense in Philly. And I don't think Aaron Rodgers is going to be able to.
Nobody can do anything with that offense in Philly.
Not right now.
You want to stand on that.
Nobody
AJ Brown,
has.
Saquon,
Lamar,
Devontae Smith.
I said nobody has done anything with that offense this year. Not nobody can. Jalen Hurts can't do anything,
You
but I
said
don't think
I don't
Aaron
think
Rodgers can.
anybody. You said I don't think anybody could.
No, I don't. I said no one has done anything with that offense. Jalen Hurts, Aaron Rodgers isn't going to come in and make that team fucking 30 times better. Like you said, Aaron Rodgers, 50% completion percentage, had a bad game, looks 40 years old, is not the same.
For a game. The first 9
Well, he
games he
hasn't
did.
really
For
showed
the
that
first
he's.
9 games, I didn't think that.
What'd you think?
Oh, he's still. I've been thinking this 40-year-old motherfucker is still slinging this bitch. I
Yeah,
said
but
like two
somewhat.
weeks ago. I said this man has one of the best arms still in the NFL. It's ridiculous.
Well, then, what the fuck happened?
That what happened is this was a rare occurrence where the man threw some shitty fucking balls. But and also, I didn't say he was going to save Philly. I said with those weapons in Philly, yeah, no, him and any other top quarterback in the NFL would be able to do anything. Jalen Hurts has been
Shit.
almost this.
Last year, it looked
Jalen
like
Hurts.
fucking Daniel Jones could have gone to that team and they would have played well.
Well, Daniel Jones has a good offense, and look what he's doing.
Right now, like, I mean, the Eagles have a good offense, but they're not doing shit.
Okay, but what you're saying is DK isn't part of the reason why the Steelers' offense is bad. No. The Steelers having hope in DK being the one and only and the answer is bad on both of their parts. They are bad for thinking that, and
Yes.
DK's bad for thinking he can do that. DK can't do that.
I'm not sure how many guys in the league one receiver can go change that fucking offense and make them like 10 times better. There's guys who are better
Okay,
than DK, yes, but that offense still sucks.
when we talk in terms of the gap between wide receiver 1 and 2, there are plenty of wide receiver 1s that have that gap over the wide receiver 2 that are getting it done more than DK.
Sure. Then we'll call him a wide receiver 2 and he can be a wide receiver 2.
Sure, Terry last year.
What?
What do you mean, what? Don't fucking do that.
No,
He's the
what
reason
about
Jaden
Terry
had that
last
damn
year?
season. What I'm saying is, what the gap between him and y'all's wide receiver 2 last year? Who was y'all's wide receiver 2 last year?
Curtis Samuel?
Okay. The gap's large.
I would rather have a DK Metcalf. You know why? Because he's fucking healthy and he wants to play football.
Sometimes.
So
Here and there.
I got
Here and
some
there.
fucking jackass who's got a hurt fucking front of his leg.
You're making it personal. We all know that Terry McLaurin's a way better pure receiver than DK Metcalf. And that's just a fact.
I agree.
That's just a fact.
I agree.
That's just a fact, Devin. But no, the Steelers look like shit. Chargers looked all right. Like I said, Justin Herbert was slinging that shit. They're for the lack of health in the running back room, kinda had some shit going. I mean, I don't know. I to be honest with you, and I was gonna figure out when to say this, and I guess I'll just say it now. Everybody kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Like I don't know who is on top. I don't know who the best team in the NFL is. I know who has a lot of talent. I know who has won a lot of games. I know who has like a lot of yards, a lot of touchdowns, this and that. But I don't like as a whole, these NFL teams, like they're just disappointing one after another after another after another.
I really don't get it. Like it's league wide.
And then we see like the Patriots, like they're winning like seven straight or whatever the fuck they've won. Like
Drake May should not be in MVP conversations. He's not having an MVP type of year.
no.
No
That's
one
the
is.
problem.
No one is.
That that
Like
that, that,
the
that
only reason that these guys, like the only reason we do the power ranking and have a one spot is because we have to have a one spot because that's how numbers work. There is no one spot in the league right now. Like it's not
no.
even like it's all still potential, and this is how we're supposed to feel preseason. We're supposed to go, oh, I don't know who's good, but I don't know who's going to be good. We feel like that week 10. We have 7 weeks left, 8 weeks left.
Like I have a lot of confidence in teams that I could turn around and give you 10 reasons why they're going to lose in the first round
Of course.
or not even make the playoffs. I'm so torn between how I feel about not every, some it's obvious, but like these good teams, the
Yeah.
good teams. Like I have absolutely zero clue.
Like the Seahawks,
Um,
the Colts, and the Pats. 3 of the best records in football. For what?
no clue.
For no, yeah,
I have no clue what they're gonna do later on the season.
nothing.
I don't know what Philly or Green Bay is gonna do later on the season. I don't
Green
know
Bay
what the
looks like a
fucking
fucking
Rams.
heaping pile of dog shit. And you know whose fault it is? Matt fucking LaFleur. He's a fucking idiot. And he has always been one. And God
All
forbid
right.
they put his job on the hot seat. They never will.
I mean, we can talk. We can talk that game. We can talk about that game.